Hey there! Would you like to learn an acoustic blues scale that's fun, easy, and great for beginner guitar players? If so, you're in the right place. Let's do this! Hi there, I'm Thomas from Real Guitar. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to show you this scale, the blues scale, in two parts. Now, the second part is optional, so don't get overwhelmed. But you'll find once you learn the first part, it's really easy to learn the second part because they're so much alike. Now, if you are new to scales, think of it like this. Look over a stream that you want to cross, a nice gentle flowing stream, and imagine that you see a series of rocks that you can use as stepping stones. Now, there's 6 of these. Now, all you need to do is put your foot on each of the 6 stepping stones and you're across the stream. If you miss one of the stepping stones, your foot goes in the water. No big deal, you just lift it out and keep on going. Now the scale that you're going to learn has 6 notes. And if you stick to those 6 notes when you're playing with the backing track that I'm going to give you, it's going to pretty much sound good. As a matter of fact, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to make it even sound better with some tips and tweaks. But for right now, let's just go ahead and learn those 6 notes. The first part of the scale looks like this. So there's 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the reason I don't count that last note, it's actually a repeat of the first note, which is a G note, by the way. It's actually 1 octave higher, which just means it's the same note, but at a higher pitch. Now let's go ahead and figure it together, 1 note at a time. Here we go. Start with the 3rd finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. That's a low E string. Now over to that 5th string, the A string, and we're going to press the 1st fret. Now I'm going to slide up my 1st finger to the 3rd fret on that same string. You could use your 3rd finger, but you'll see why I'm using my 1st finger slid up in a minute. Let's just do those 3 notes again. Come on, you got this. 3rd finger, now 1st finger, now 1st finger again, up 2 frets. Let's go on. We're going to go up 1 fret. Ah, that's a dissonant note, also called the blues note in this scale. And then the 3rd finger on the next fret. That's the 5th fret on that 5th string, the A string. Let's just do that much again. Come on. 3rd finger. It's already starting to sound like blues. 1st finger. Slide up the 1st finger. 2nd finger, 1 fret. And 3rd finger. We're going to go on to the 6th note, that's 5. 1st finger over to the 4th string, the D string here. And we're going to finish it up with the last note being the repeat of that G. Okay, let's do that again. 1 note at a time. 3rd finger, 1st finger, up 2 frets, 1 fret, 2nd finger, 3rd finger, over 1st finger, and we'll end with the 3rd finger. Let's go back down now. You want to do this up and down. Here we go. Let's start with the G note right there. Hit it. Good. Let's go down 2 frets with the 1st finger. Over with the 3rd finger to the 5th string. Now we'll do the chromatic part, which is just 1 fret. And then 1 more fret. Now slide down with the 1st finger. And over with the 3rd. Now the reason I didn't use my 3rd finger here is I didn't want to keep sliding up like that. I want to go like that. So I slid up with my 1st finger so I'm ready for the chromatic notes or that blues note. That's a very dissonant note and it makes you feel like you want to go on to something. Let's do it again. Up and down. Here we go. 3rd finger. 1st finger. Slide up 2 frets. 2nd finger. 3rd finger. Over 1 string, 1st finger, and end with the 3rd finger. Okay, so that's the entire first part. And I encourage you to just fool around, go up and down, and get comfortable with it. You don't have to get it perfect. Just get comfortable with it before going on to the second part. And by the way, you can do a live jamming with just that first part. But for those of you who are either ready or have done this, or you just practiced it and you're ready to go on, let's do that second part now. So here's what the second part looks like. You'll notice it looks almost exactly the same, except when I get to that second string, I offset it by 1 fret. Watch one more time before you do it. And if it was the first part, you just go over here. But for this one, you got to go up a fret. And then the pattern continues in the same way. Let's try the fingering, starting with the 3rd finger on that 5th fret, and that's the 4th string or D string. Go. Now over with the 1st finger to the 3rd string. Slide up that 1st finger just like you did in the part 1, 2 frets. 1 fret now, again, just like part 1. 3rd finger down, 1 fret. Now over to the 2nd string, but you got to move up 1 fret as well. And then the 3rd finger, 2 frets up. Let's try that going down, starting from here. So I'm on the 2nd string. Here we go. That's the 8th fret. 8, back down to 6, 6th fret, 1st finger. Over, I'm going to use that 3rd finger again. That's the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Down 1 fret. Down 1 more fret, 1st finger. Slide down 2 frets. And over with the 3rd finger. Let's do that one more time, slowly, up and down, starting 5th fret, 4th string. Go. Over, 1st finger, slide up 2 frets. 2nd finger, 3rd finger. Over, but 1 fret up, 1st finger, and 3rd finger. Now going down, start there, 3rd finger, 1st finger, over, and go back down 1 fret. 3rd finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger. Now we slide down 2 frets and over with the 3rd finger. And again, don't stress it. I really encourage you to learn that first part and then add the second part to it. You'll find that the second part is much easier because it's just like the first part with that slight variation. Thanks for joining me. If you're into uplifting guitar lessons and real guitar playing advice, subscribe to my channel. In the next video, I'm going to give you some tips that'll make it much easier to memorize this scale. Then I'm going to show you how to create phrases that'll make it sound more like playing blues and how to create your first guitar solo. It's going to be heck fun. You can find that next video right up in there.